Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Yellowstone fans identify 1923's mystery widow, and it's not who you think. Yellowstone buffs were left in shock after the prequel 1923 unveiled that Alex, played by Julia Schlapfer, succumbed to being exposed to the elements. Making it just long enough to prematurely give birth to her son, she died in hospital, cradled in the arms of Spencer Dutton, Brandon Sklenar, following a fleeting reunion. The show wrapped up with an epilogue spoken by Elsa Dutton, Isabel May, divulging that Spencer remained a bachelor but fathered a second son with an unnamed widow. Since this revelation, fans have delved into speculation over who this mystery woman could be, with many pointing fingers at Jack Dutton's, Darren Mann, bereaved wife Elizabeth, Michelle Randolph. Nevertheless, a fresh hypothesis has emerged proposing that the widow might be connected to an unexpected person from the original series, reports the Irish Star. One curious viewer took their thoughts to Reddit, hinting that the widow might descend from Jamie's, Wes Bentley, genealogy. Jahan_Donny curiously probed. 1883 girl mentions that Spencer gets with a widow and has another son. Does anybody know about this from OG Yellowstone, or is it setting up a future story? Also, is the dead nephew's wife still pregnant? What happens to that Dutton? Scatterther Reeds chimed in with a potential clue. OG Yellowstone's Garrett, biological father of Jamie, says that Jamie's birthright was taken from him. It's never clarified how. The backstory connecting Jamie's natural parents with the Duttons is also left untold. Were they friends? Were they neighbors? Were they related? They never say. That's why the widow line has to be about Jamie. In a Facebook group dedicated to fans of the show, Victoria Lynn Wade speculated. In Elsa's narration, she mentioned Spencer had a second boy child with the widow he hooks up with after Alex dies. I wonder if that boy child is a relation to Jamie Dutton. Despite reminders from some enthusiasts that Jamie was adopted and does not traditionally tie to the Dutton bloodline, fan Lori Elder suggested a compelling hypothesis. Doesn't mean that the boy's mother didn't go off with him and something happened. He was adopted, but John and Evelyn knew who his parents were. David Strickland weighed in on the theory, inferring show writer Taylor Sheridan's intentions. Taylor Sheridan has left the door open on this. Nothing in the Yellowstone universe thus far prevents this from being a possibility, but there is also nothing that confirms it. It is a fact that Jamie's biological father told him he'd been cheated out of his birthright. What did he mean by this? I think Jamie's biological mother might be a Dutton descendant, possibly related to Spencer's son with the widow. There were probably many sad cases of children that needed to be adopted. Why did John Dutton step up for Jamie in particular? Fans remain on edge, eager to discover if a future Dutton-related series will unravel the enigma of the widow's identity. Renowned for its intricate storytelling and complex characters, has captivated audiences with its multi-generational saga. The prequel series 1923 introduced a compelling narrative that deepened the Dutton family's history. One of the most intriguing elements was the revelation of Spencer Dutton's second son, born to a mysterious widow, a detail that has sparked extensive fan theories and discussions. The revelation in 1923. In the Season 2 finale of 1923, Elsa Dutton narrates the life of her brother, Spencer. She reveals that Spencer, after the death of his wife Alexandra, never remarried. However, he did find solace in the company of a widow, with whom he fathered another son. Notably, Spencer chose not to marry this woman, and eventually she disappeared from his life. This revelation left fans with numerous questions. Who was this widow? Why did Spencer not marry her? And most importantly, how does this second son fit into the broader Dutton family tree? Fan theories and speculations. Elizabeth Strafford as the widow. One prevailing theory suggests that Elizabeth Strafford, Jack Dutton's widow, could be Spencer's mysterious partner. This theory posits that after Jack's death, Elizabeth, in her grief, might have found comfort in Spencer. Their bond could have led to the birth of Spencer's second son. This theory is bolstered by the fact that Elizabeth's grave is marked with the year 1931, which could indicate the year of her death. Tiana Rainwater's possible connection. Another compelling theory connects Spencer's second son to Tiana Rainwater. Tiana, a character introduced in 1923, is a Native American woman who endures significant hardships. Some fans speculate that Tiana, after the events of 1923, could have crossed paths with Spencer, leading to the birth of his second son. This theory suggests a deeper, more complex connection between the Duttons and the Rainwaters. Implications for the Dutton legacy. The identity of Spencer's second son has profound implications for the Dutton family legacy. If Spencer's second son is indeed John Dutton IE's ancestor, it would alter the established lineage and potentially introduce new dynamics into the family history. The absence of this second son in the main Yellowstone series adds to the mystery, prompting fans to question how this lineage fits into the broader narrative. Conclusion: the mystery of Spencer Dutton's second son and the identity of his mother remains one of the most tantalizing enigmas in the Yellowstone universe. While fan theories abound, the true identity of the widow and the fate of Spencer's second son continue to elude definitive answers. As the Yellowstone franchise expands with future installments, perhaps more light will be shed on this intriguing chapter of the Dutton family's history. Until then, fans will continue to speculate and delve into the rich tapestry of stories that make up the Dutton legacy. In the intricate tapestry of Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone universe, the identity of Spencer Dutton's mysterious widow has become a captivating enigma, sparking fervent speculation among fans. The revelation in 1923 that Spencer fathered a second son with a widow he never married has left audiences pondering the widow's identity and her potential connections to other characters in the series. The 1923 finale introduces a poignant narrative twist. Spencer, devastated by the death of his wife Alexandra, finds solace in a widow with whom he fathers another son. However, he refuses to marry her, and she eventually disappears from his life. This revelation has ignited a plethora of fan theories, each attempting to unmask the identity of this elusive woman and her significance to the Dutton legacy. One prevailing theory posits that the widow in question is Elizabeth Strafford, Jack Dutton's widow. Following Jack's tragic death, Elizabeth is left to navigate the harsh realities of frontier life. Her grief and resilience might have drawn her to Spencer, leading to a brief, unacknowledged relationship. This theory suggests that the child born from this union could be a pivotal figure in the Dutton family tree, potentially altering the lineage leading to John Dutton IE. An alternative and more unconventional theory introduces Tiana Rainwater as the possible widow. Tiana's journey, marked by survival and defiance, parallels Spencer's own struggles. Her escape to the reservation and subsequent widowhood could have led her to encounter Spencer, resulting in the birth of a son. This theory suggests a deep-seated connection between the Duttons and the Rainwaters, potentially influencing the dynamics in Yellowstone. Another intriguing angle involves the character Patience Dutton, whose gravestone is seen in the Yellowstone series. Some fans speculate that Patience is the daughter of Elizabeth and Jack Dutton, and her untimely death in 1931 could have brought Elizabeth back to the Dutton Ranch.